mean, median, and mode. Okay,
Ay.
think about this. No, agpadat mean, median, and mode, agpada nga ron yung data?
No, sir.
No, ang agpada. Based from our example, dito data tayo, handa nga agpada. Okay, makita yun ta, ada nakaalat 380, ada nakaalat 0. Basta handa agpada, di ba?
That's sweet.
Kastat mapaspasama when it comes to licensure exams. Okay, i-focus na ko sa JFD. Oh, congratulations, Stallions, 100% passing rate. Kunada yan. Ay hanggang Stallion.
MMSU.
Biro tayo NCC lang ta. Oy, dedicat NCC, National Community College. I'm not telling other
Nabaliwan
colleges.
yung
National Community College.
National lang ang community pa yun.
Kuna na NCC, nakatarpulin dat nakadakdak nilan, kasi nakadaktil dito eh. Okay, congratulations NCC, 100% passing rate. That ni MMSU mo, ni MMSU T rating na lang is 95. Ni apo mo. Nung makita na ni NCC, 100% passing rate ko na. Ni MMSU 95. So, by that passing rate, sinot nalalain. Kasla tinalalain, kasla apparently tinalalain ket ni NCC. Now, somehow nukastrik ti mapasama, agree rin ni MMSU kuna ni MMSU alaen tay ti mean, median and mode. Okay, baka ti median 100 passing rate ni NCC, yung ti mean na is 75. Kasla kasjay. Ti median na 76 from natan or oray bago na taga 75. Passing the amin yung puro 75. Di ba? So 100% passing rate. Yan ang MSU.
So 70.
Oh, at the top notch eh. 98 kung kuna na DJ ko sport individual. The 98, 97, yung madalang siguro bimagsak na 74. Baka di kita bimagsak, handa na ka-review, masakit da i-test, handa na ka-concentrate, possible din ito eh. And sometimes, dati pa iti may isang reason no apel na bumabagsak. Handa cum laude, hindi nga bimagsak. Amoy na pasama, amo na digiti questions, yan pinapasama, nag-nervyos. Kasi titest at the set A, set B. No set A, gented na king nga papel, dapat isurat mo set A. Tinaugadan na set B.
Uy!
Oh, ibabaka niya yun din yan.
Naala, boy.
Matandanagan. Siguro ang medyo cum laude din yan.
Cum laude yarn ko.
Muna. Nervyos lang namin din nakaalala. So, DJ, possible nga nagkamali ka, di pa lang shake. DJ, gusto mabinmagsak. Kasi lakas dyan. Itatan, no alam din mean, median, and mode na, lahat nga ito na MMSU. Only that, the passing rate, hang 100%. Okay? So nga, kasjay, no kumasyak na MSU, agree-react na talaga. You cannot say that you are better than me. Let's get the mean, median, and mode. Kasjay, no ibabal, ang damang ibabal, yes, pasado, kung nanando dyan, rate mo, 75. Kasjay, yes,
Pagpasa.
Pagpasa. Tres, kung nanagayang.
Pagpasa.
Oh, yes, pasado. Bitilad pumakit. Yes, 100% passing rate. Ratio. Tres. Dito mo bitilad 1B kaya. Dito bitilad 1A kat 95% passing rate. Yung grade daw 1.5, 1.25. At dalang duwang na 5 baputa Manila yung
Ako na yan.
Kasyay.
Charot.
So by that alone, you cannot say that one is better than the other because of the passing rate. Well, tandaanan din dyan. That is statistics. So nga, makikita yung 100% pass. Nalalay na dyan. No, don't say that. There are hidden factors na ang na ibaga. Ano the highest da kadetang school? Kasi ano the lowest da? Ano the mean, median, and mode? Okay. Another way to interpret this, di ba kinita tayo, agpada da, kasta ti earning da, agpada median, agpada ti mode, agpada ti mean. So, kitain tayo the data, handa mo tagpada. So, another way for us to get measurements of differences among these two values is the measure of variability. The measure of variability, it talks about consistency. Okay? So, if you are going to look at the daily earnings of employee A, it's more consistent. Kaya sa UN, di ba, ana Jamin tayo?
200.
200. So, look at time that you values the employee A, they are close to 200. Di ba? 200, 205, kasi that's close to 200, 195 close to 200, 199 close to 200. Kasi yan. Now, if we are going to look at the daily earnings of employee B, it is more stretched. Kaya nasa
Daktal,
UN,
jigap na.
200 is our mean. Yan, madanakala, 0. 0 is very far from 200. 380 is very far from 200. So, kas na kas dyan. So, more stretch. Okay, the rule here is, if the numbers are stretched or what we call varied, okay, mas saan nga consistent. So, the more consistent or the more scattered the data values, the farther they are from the mean, and they are more, when it comes to our measures of variability, they are more varied. Kaya nasa UN, ang fluctuate kas dyan. Yung detoy, kas lang naumong da. Dagitay nga numbers, naumong da kuma, within, aga-asidit da. Detoy, aga-adayuda, dadjay, kas dyan. So, no aga-adayuda, narigat nga i-interpret. Okay? Ang mo ma-interpret nga dito kasi na awan ni common characteristics da. Kasi the 0 and the 380, they are almost the same. When nag-acidic na numbers na kita, so you can see nga talagang consistent. Okay, that's how we interpret a measure of variability. Okay, pada mean, median and mode. Yeah. Look tayo, we are going to look or measure using the measures of variability, makita mo nga employee A ket mas consistent. Okay, nung araw, kasi lang kumadete ket ag-apply king ka. Ag-apply as employee ko man, ni employee A or B. Makita mo nga ni employee A ket kasi lang nga man ang absent. Di nga min may sagot, naka-ala 0, baka nag-absent ka din ang alda. Nag-absent na. So, another way to see data or to look at numbers, at no agad makaramid ka ti decision mo is like this. Mas valid dito yung daily earnings na employee, bibi ko. Kasi baka umay lang no masapol na kwarta, kasi di ba, kasi nga bubura. So, the kwartanan ka, nagsartin tuman nga bubura, tunawang kwarta na, biro na naman ito pabuburahan. Kasi isang college, isang tupano ka DJ yan. Nagdakang ka na naman ilang, sinapailang kita bubura. Hindi ko maagubra lang, agubra, no, adunor nung nagsarmok ka din. Kanto bakasyon, kanto
Agbura kay.
That was my mistake. Kasi yung tinapasamak ka niya, kasi the first time you receive money, kat mo, nagkwarta. Nagsalita, I can afford. Kasi lang siya yung panunod mo eh. I can afford. Then eventually, may gusto yung kwarta mo. So, late nga nag-save the money. But kanya yung, baka bigkay pa lang, you can save earlier. The first time that you will receive your salary, save some, hanggang yung utang.
Kisa utang.
Kailangan. Okay? Gamin din, iba man din kanya din. Ipanunod namin ti barong na employee, kapatan okay lang, ada 2 months or next month din, kasakas yan. Okay? Then until such time, pag umuta, tapos igatag ng logo na, then eventually, dumas na yung sweldo, narigat ka ito makarecover din. Okay? So nga, disiplina, ibaba ka niya dito, bumaknang kayo nga Davos.
Oo, sir.
Well, correct, so dugay lang 25,000, bumaknang kayo nga Davos. I-save mo dyan 10,000, 10,000, in a year you have 120, did you 120, let's just say, kasi data, hamukay ti ang business, ipuunang ti pag-ibig fund. Yun ang pag-ibig fund. they are giving 5% interest per year.
Yes, sir.
So, no 100 divide, 100 yung kwarta, kung nagpunta yung pag-ibig, mag-interest di 5,000, 5%, 105 yung kwarta mo. Maalam to di dyan. Kasi invest ka gaston, ipan mo. Kamu natin di masapol. Yung masapol mo, talaga no choice tayo ngayon, lalo no, kasapulan yan. As much as possible, you save. Okay? Tatan, if you have saved enough, if you have saved early, kunang kuma, hindi 22 kayo graduate, di ba? 22 years old kayo to. Oh. 25 ka ito graduate.
Sika ko yung man.
Ha? Ay, in general, sige na yun.
Oh.
22 years
Ubing ka pala, kuya.
Mag-graduate kayo. If you work for 10 years, let's just say 10 years or 15 years.
Nagano ka pag-ibig.
Manong niyo ito? 15 years. 37. By 37, no talaga nga nag-invest kayo nga nalaing, mabalin nyo ito ang retirement.
Milyonaryo ka nila, sir.
Ang
Nag-business.
milyonaryo angit, enough for your needs, di dyan yung alam mo. So, hangkay nga dete, marigrigatan din, ang panbalog mo, balibalo. Anda ka na kinaldaw, mapakanumot di, pamilya.
Business mo, sir.
And let your money work for you. The money,
Tama.
awan mo bra, the money, maging income.
Oh, business ko nakita.
Ano ang agrag-recruit
Ang networking naman, sir.
Ikaw kayo natin idea, how?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the first time you receive your salary, discipline na pala deta, discipline. Anya deta, yes, kumata sa iPhone. Okay, late ka nag-save. So nga, di dyan kayo na-amiris ko, ay bagbarak ka niya. Okay, kasi talaga ugalit ni first time mo makaigdom si bukod mo ng kwarta. Sino ni I just heard.
Ramon Ang.
Ni Pamulaklakin ba na? Rosmar. Ano ni Rosmar dati? Tapos ni
Kangkong chips.
Dati, before okay na nyo. Tapos, di-interview na nga, nakita lang. Di-interview na, manod the earnings na per day. Teka, pisahan, 13. Teka, basitan, 5 million. Per day. Iba ka
Per day,
lang
bro.
na ipunan na i-jacket.
Pangalang million per day.
Ipunan na ko ng latan is 4 million. Bagay na 1 million per day.
Dakdakal ba kwartang
Okay,
presidente?
mag-share daw ng latan. That's already na. 30 million in a month. Uray, bagam latan 10 million.
Dakdakal ba siya ng presidente?
So mga, may ito-review na business. Hindi namin ito tinurunan. Hindi kita
Take
dumangan
risk.
mabait.
Talaga, sir. May ito red. Kumang rugi ako
Mabait
eh.
ang lako kasi kasi pa nagkita namin sa talbahotik ka, nagkakakot ka. Kasi nakabababa. Ay, bababay ko lang dito.
Pero di kangkong chips, sir.
Kasi wrong DJ nga concept. Okay, let's change that concept. So nga, lalo tayo kumagpobre at nangakot pa nagkita tayo bang pagkita yung ura o parta tayo. So nga, we change that concept. Nadala ko yun, lako kayo nata. Well, that's
Uy, shabu.
the first way for us to get enough income. Then until such time na hanto nga datay tayo lakot. Dato para lakot tayo. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
O, ano ang tilapia tayo nata? Murag kita yung tilapia ah.
Kangkong chips. Kangkong chips.
Dapat kang purchase.
Kasi di 18 years old nga, nag-milyonaryo, sir.
Dapat kang purchase ito. Ay, hanga kangkong. Kay Saluyot.
Sa loyal chips.
Saluyot chips. Tigil 80. Dahil may naglako kay Gami, estudyante.
Naiba, sir?
Na adulti, ala na.
Nabitchin.
Adulti ingredients na meron na Kasi natin maulawak na baka nasobraan na lang. Konti yung time na lang, hindi dyan na imas din.
Talaga, sir.
So, ay, madida kaya, dito na ako parang plano na. Baka plus taro, yung formula, tatlo, na imas. Okay, let's continue with this. Okay, these are the measures of variability. The measures of central tendency, we have the mean, median, and mode. The measures of precision, we have quartile, decile, percentile. The measures of variability, we have diyan muna nga discuss tayo, the range.
Ay, range.
We have the quartile deviation, the mean deviation,
Standard.
standard deviation, and the variance. Okay, ano dyan range? Discuss tayo dito yan.
Between the highest
It's
score
simply the
and the lowest.
difference between the highest score and the lowest score. And then, if we are going to look here, the range of employee A is 20. The range of employee B is 400. At takpilan jay ang agwat. Okay? Kahit nasawen, mas varied the scores or the earnings of employee B. From 0, mapad ka 400, mapad ka 390, then bagsak ulit ni 10. Kasi thenag-fluctuate, then natuman na takpilan. Kasi ni employee A, kasi lang.
Basta ka, jigap na, sir.
When babasit jagap na, consistent. Ang unay nga, ang unay, nung kumalugan din, pangako ka din, bigla babat. Yan nung kuman employee A, kasi lang, nataray tilugan na. Ang unay nga, wala na. Okay? So this is our mean, median, and mode. And this is our guiding principle for the measures of variability in the interpretation of data. Kasano tayo ag-interpret? Take note ha, kasano tayo ag-interpret the measures of variability. The lesser the value of the measure, the more consistent, more homogeneous, and less scattered are the value. Better no ka dito eh. No, the lesser the value of the measure. Take note ha, the lesser the value of the measure. Let's take for example ni range A. Ano ito yung range ni employee A? 20. Range ni employee B? 400. The lesser the value of your computation, the better. So, better ni range A. Kasi 20 compared mo yung 400. Kasi yun yung meaning na di dyan.
Range
So,
A.
when we talk about standard deviation, kung bas-basit nga talaga. Next, if there is a large amount of variation, then on average, the data values will be far from the mean. So, there is a large amount of variation. Mas lakas na. There's a lot of variation po na. So, the farther they are from the mean. So, ni 400, ada yuso na dyan 200. Ni 0, ada yuso na dyan 200. Kasi yan. Okay, there's a lot of variation. Next, if there is only a small amount of variation, then on average, the data values will be close. Will be close to the from the mean. Close nga 1 din. Sorry. Okay, mas as-acidic. No, mas agdadat ka negative numbers, the better.
Yes, sir. Consistent.
Mas nalaklak ang i-interpret. Di dyan di kahit nangasawa. And, mas makaala ka ti general property. Di dyan kami. Ang dadakat ko mati-scores yo. Puro ko ma 95. I-scores yo out of 200.
Ang good wife.
O, maanamon, ma-interpret mo nga almost all, dagitoy nga bitinadwan diket at papada dati capability. Mas lakas yan.
Papada, nagsisin na kar.
Nakaalat 200, nakaalat 0. Kasla, anam, dito nga klase, sabasabali, kas lakas yan. Amo may ang ka maka-generalize. O, dagito nga tao, ket, at sasabali dati capability. Awa, di dyan na. Amuan mo na sipin to. Definite amok ti capability that. Okay, papadada nga nalalaing. So, I will give a better question for them. Para nalalaing na question. Lakas ko po. Nandiyan. Okay. So, these are okay, nalpas the range. Second measure is the quartile deviation. We already know what the quartile is. The quartile. Then, it come to deviation na the quartile. It is now the difference between the third quartile and the first
Subat mo nun.
quartile divided by 2. Okay, that's the quartile deviation. Okay, let's take a look here. The quartile 3 of employee A is 204. Paki-compute man, no, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 digit n tayo. It's not exact, so we interpolate. Ag-interpolate tayo pa. So, 204. Awan mo 204 ito eh. So, ag-interpolate. Paki-compute man. Ngayon maana dito. Para to no, para scratch lang. Kaya ito na tuluyan. Na
Kasan?
compute eh.
Just
Our
computation
U1 is 196. Or if you want to prove na correct, di dito yung adagto nga value, baka wrong di din na i-input ko, correct siguro yung pampanunod at kung wrong din na i-type ko. So, babalin nyo nga i-check. Okay? The quartile deviation is equal to, hanapin lang the difference na quartile 3 and quartile 1, 8 divided by 2. So, the quartile deviation is
4.
4. That is for employee A. How about for employee B? What is quartile 3? Interpolate tayo man eh. Kasi you have to arrange the numbers from 0 to 400. 387.5. The Q1 is 12.5. The quartile deviation is 187.5 nagtakil. Ano dyan rule tayo measures the variability? The lesser the better. So, dapat pag-compare. Take note, dapat ada pag-compare ma. Ano mabalin nga may salang di variance na din. Take that 4. How can you interpret nga di 4 kat better? Dapat ada katukat na nga compare. Tapos may bagang nga better. Kasi the lesser, the better. Ayun na, the lesser, awang may pangi-compare. Diba? Interpret mo nung kalatan nga, the deviation is 4. Kasi lang, but you cannot say that it is better. Okay, so the quartile deviation is 187.5. Okay, based from our guiding principle, the lesser the value, the more consistent and better. Okay, next measure of variability. We have the mean deviation. Okay, ano nga the mean deviation? It is the mean of the absolute deviations of the scores from the mean of all scores. So, makatikaw this is the formula, makipitsura.
Summation yung... Paano ba yan?
Okay. Digit E nga makikita yun, that's the summation notation. Digit 2 nga bar, it means the absolute value. No negative di maalam ka difference, ang paling nga positive, kaya natawag ni Jai. Okay, no negative di naalam ito ulit, no irwal mo to, paling nga positive. That's the absolute value. And then our N below. Okay, where E means sum of score in the data Gx, the Gx to the bar, the mean of the scores, and N is the number of samples.
Maka-ulit. Nag-scores
Ayun na. X
Mean.
to the bar,
Mean.
the mean. Okay, mean of the scores. Then ito pa, mean of the scores. Okay, nung basa yung data, the sum of the differences.
At minus. Isa lang yung
Yan na, because meaning ano pa? The sum of the scores in the data minus the mean of the scores. Yung the absolute value namin. So, naulitin tayo. The sum of the absolute value of the difference of the scores in the data.
At kita sila, minus pa lang na
Difference
sa class.
minus the mean of the scores over the number of samples. Okay? So, this is, we go back to our example.
Kasano ko ano, DJ, sir?
Alangin tayo pa ilang limit. So, what's the mean of employee A?
200.
200. What's the mean of employee?
200.
Duwabot nga A yun.
200, sir.
Duwabot nga A yun. Pakisungatan man, employee B, dito bangkir na side.
200. 200 net lang, sir.
Okay, alangin na Jamin. 200, 200. Now, that X minus mean ko na, that is 4 minus 200. So, 210 minus 200.
10.
What's the absolute value of 10? Kasi the bar na kakasya yun. Ito.
5.
Absolute value of 10.
5.
It should always be positive. If it's negative, make it positive. What's the absolute value of 10? Up to 5.
10.
I did not say divided by 2. What's the absolute value of a number? The absolute value of a number is the positive value of that number. So when I say, what's the absolute value of 10? The absolute value is 10. Positive 10.
10 ah.
What's the absolute value of negative 10?
10.
Positive 10. Always positive yung sumbat mo.
Oh.
Same number,
Negative.
can change the sign to positive.
Ah.
So 210 minus, that's the score, that's our X there, minus the mean, so 200 minus, kurang dito, parang kumalangan na dito. Okay, 210 minus 200, that is
The mean.
10. Absolute value of 10 is
Positive 10.
positive 10. Mapantay ito eh. 190 minus 200. Negative 10. What's the absolute value of negative
Positive 10.
Positive 10. So these are all the answers. 205 minus 200, that's 5. That's a 199 minus 200.
Ay, may
The
minus
answer is
ano, 200.
negative 1. What's the absolute value of negative
Positive
1?
1.
Positive 1. Same is true with 195.
Awan
So
ko sa
these
negative.
are the answers when we compute it like this.
Kasi tabi na bangir, sir.
Ha?
Kasi tabi na bangir, sir.
On the other side, kasi lang.
Ag negative tabangir.
400
Minus
minus
200.
200
Ag negative.
is 200. 10, dito na ka, 0 minus 200
200.
is negative 200.
Negative.
But what's the absolute value of negative
Positive.
200? Positive. So, kasi dyan. So, di kita less than 200, isobigay. 200 minus 200, 0. 20 minus 200 is negative 180. Absolute value of 180 is
Positive.
positive 180. Like that. Kasi lang. Then what's next? Ano tayo? The formula tayo?
Summation of.
So, alam yung amin in Deta, summation ko na
Napagpaglasan
natin,
mo
diba?
na. Yes,
Ano
sir.
yung summation na?
Yes, sir.
So, iyan mo amin dahil
Napagpaglas.
kasi dagitoy, isulat
32.
dagitoy like x minus min. X minus min. So, dagitoy. Dagitoy ka na.
32. 32 minus 200. 32
So,
minus
Deta, that's our formula.
200 divided by 8.
So, our summation is correct. Alayo, si Bangir.
1140.
Nabasa na. 1,140. Check mo na nga. 200 plus 190.
Nabasa mo sa.
Kita nyo dito.
Divided by 8.
200, 400. Oh, it's 1,140. Then dyan kayo kasama
32 minus
summation
200.
of the absolute value of x minus the mean. Now, we have here over n. Ano natin n tayo?
8.
8.
Divided by 8.
So for employee A, we have to divide 32 by 8. The answer is 4. The mean deviation is 4. For employee B, that is 1,140 divided by 8 is 142.5. Again, ang dadwa nga pag-compare tayo the mean deviation. Ano ti rule? The lesser,
the better.
Oh, nos basit na lagi
Better
may
is
mayan.
lesser by many points. Kasi 4 delta, more than 100 delta. Okay, question. Non-stop.
Sir, ito nag-test kami at ano nga formula? Baka naman sir.
Test kayo sa Friday.
At ang mga formula na di, anong sir, papel?
Alright, open mo tayo lang. Okay,
Kuno,
so
stop. Yes, please.
let's go back.
Hindi, dire.
So nalpas tayo ni Raisin. Nalpas ni Rains.
Ang Taylorship vibes damdaman eh.
Nalpas ni mean deviation. So we go to standard deviation. But a little review, the range, the highest
Yes,
score
sir.
minus the lowest.
And
Ay.
The quartiles, the difference between Q2 and Q1 divided by 2. Ito ko together.
Ah, yes sir. Sure, sir, lagi
For
din sir.
mean deviation, it is the summation
Summation
of
of
the
X.
absolute value of the difference between the score and the mean over the number of scores. And then we got to standard deviation. Tikanayon yung mga when it comes to research is the standard deviation. Handay ako sa sarang sometimes digit ay mostly ko nakilatan. Mostly handay sa sarang digit ay mean deviation can quartile deviation. We go directly with the standard deviation. So what is this? It is the square root of the variance. Yan ang the variance ay magbagana.
Hindi
The
sir.
variance is the average of the squares of the differences of the x's from the mean. Kasi na the mean deviation tayo tatay nga x minus the mean. Kasta. Okay? And the average of the squares kung na dito. DJ may muna tatay the absolute value. So dito yan, it is the the square. There are two kinds of variance. We have the population variance and the sample variance. So this is our formula.
Apo. Parumanin.
Diba ada tayo sa
Ah, di Jimmy, di sir.
Dito yan kethan nga absolute value but instead a square. Kunana it's a square. Okay, where?
I swear.
Okay, DJ.
Population variance.
Naka-symbol data.
Tapos square times 2.
Naka-symbol DJ kasi
Ano sir?
ano yun sa amin in-include ka DJ? Ano yun?
Ah, sir, ginanag. Parang ni Google sir.
The Greek letters, ano yun include?
Amman, sir.
Okay, we have the population variance. Summation of x of I is the score in the data. X bar is the mean. N is the population. For the sample variance, the formula na kat S is
Sample squared.
Kasi nagpanamat lang. But ito'y kat N minus 1.
Population ito sir.
With the population, sample dito
Ay,
yun. Sample N minus 1 di babanat. Patpada na lang yung N minus 1. With the population variance, with the population, awan ti N minus 1 ito. N lang. Okay, you get the difference na. So where, kung ano man lang, segment lang, score in the data, mean of the score, sample.
Sample.
Okay, we go back to our first example. The earnings of employee A and employee B.
What
So,
is...
segment lang ang padat yung big region and mode, yan na-produce tayo tatay. Nakita tayo nga mas varied ni employee B. Okay, mas varied. Now, let's use our formula for variance. Okay. Our mean is 200. Our n is equal to 8. So we are going to find detoy. Take na lakas na the absolute value na tayo, ngayon it should be a square. Okay, ngayon alain tayo kailangan the difference na. So, no alam tayo difference na, naman ibaga nga absolute value, so we have negative values. The negative. Kasi 199 minus 200, that is negative 1. Hanin baga nga absolute value ulitin. Tinausa rin nga symbol ket parenthesis. Nga de bar na kasya. And then for the other side, we also have this one.
So, dag negative 2 yun.
Okay? So, hindi natin naala. Now, let's go to the daily earning of employee A. Let's add some columns. Anat pa may antay ka dito, naala tayo ito. Based from the formula, we square. Kasi the formula na...
Times 2. O, times 2, sir.
The formula na the formula nila tayo. The formula na nagpamayantay dito yung x minus the mean, we square. We
Times
square.
2.
So, dito sumaro ng ubrahin tayo. Okay, so nga square them. 10 squared is
20.
100.
Ay, 100.
5 squared,
10 times 2, 9. 5
1 squared,
25.
1 times 1 is equal to 1. 0 squared, 0. 0 squared, 0. Negative 1 squared,
Positive 1.
positive 1 because negative 1 times negative 1
Positive.
becomes positive. Yung negative na 2 na pinag-multiply mo is positive. Negative 5 squared,
Positive 25.
Negative 10 squared,
100.
positive 100. Okay, kasyente panangala. And then, ano pa may antayo? Kadete na square na x minus the mean.
I-total, sir.
Yeah, correct. Get the sum. I-sum. So, alaem the summation na the given. So, 100 plus 25 plus 100, that is 200.
52.
52. Okay? Tapos, ano't sumaro no?
Divided by
Divided
population.
by
The population.
population. N. Okay? Ano di N tayo no kwa?
Manot population tayo, sir.
Divide mo by 8 then. Awan ti column tayo. Divide by 8.
Hmm.
252 divided by 8. Ha?
31.5.
31.5. 31. Wala siya lang.
31.5, sir.
Calculator ko. 31.5 or 0.25?
0.5.
0.5, sir.
Apit 0.25 ganun.
Wala, never mind pala.
0.5 pala ka, sir.
So, 31.5, take note hantay nga may interpret yung 31.5 unless ada pang i-compare.
Ah, nagsagap ni Gombe.
So, hanya nakapalit 2 yen, ngayon activity nga hindi dyan. Get the other part, get the variance of the other employee B, then pag-compare nyo. Ayan natin, mas may maya.
Basta di absolute.
Yung makita yun, obviously, kasi
Tapos,
na-pattern na yun.
variance.
Itas na eh.
Variance
By how much?
parenthesis.
Or how many? Okay, for the sample variance, kasi yan lang, for the sample variance, ngayon, divided by, kasi
N minus 1.
1 lang ito.
Ag 8 minus 1 no ka di, sir.
Okay? So, this is for our 31.5 guys.
O, di ba,
That's
sir?
our employee A. For employee B, it's
36.
dedicate population, sorry. This is for the
Sample.
sample. No,
Yes.
makikita dedicate over 8, dedicate sa 8 minus 1. Okay, now, sir, ako yung nagpada. In mathematics, usually when
Pag-research
in
din,
exam, whenever we calculate, it's not always exact. Okay? Kasi na anati characteristics dito na class. If I will get it all, exact di maalam na what I will do, kasi since naala amin, kasi mas accurate di jay interpretation ko. Yan no, adda saan nga na-include. Kasi may sa duwangaan nga na-include. Baka DJ may isa nga nga na-include kasi characteristic na. So, ang value mo ka data. So nga, when we subtract 1, expect nga value met dito.
Yes, sir. Nag-minus.
Okay? Yung take note,
Divided by 7.
hanya mabalin nga i-compare ni population kay ni sample. Apay? Ipang i-compare ang dapat population to population of another or sample to another sample. Kasi yan.